He says that from his perspective, it was great to find someone who was way more open to his way of thinking and challenging that, rather than doing what has always been done in the industry. Welcome to the Master Your Business podcast, where we bring you the best in branding, marketing, and customer experience strategies. I'm Deirdre Martin, your host. And if you've been asking yourself how to level up your growing business, your marketing, your customer experience, or how to make more of an impact with your brand, this show is for you. You'll discover actionable tips and insights to help businesses just like yours gain clarity and illuminate the path to success. Train with industry experts, learn sales and marketing strategies, business and mindset hacks, and be inspired by authentic entrepreneurship stories. As your host, I'll share the no-nonsense advice that accelerated my journey from boring bank manager to industry thought leader in marketing and customer experience. Learn how I made the leap into the world of six-figure success, digital courses, keynote speaking, and co-authoring a #1 bestseller in just 1 year. Together with interviews from industry experts, this show ensures you're seen, heard, and hired by your ideal clients. Join our growing community of subscribers and let the Master Your Business podcast empower you to tackle your most significant challenges on your path to business success. Don't miss out. It's your turn to learn from the best and master your dream business. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Master Your Business podcast. I'm Deirdre Martin, your trusty guide in the vast world of entrepreneurship. Today, we're unraveling the mysteries of marketing through the lens of psychology. Specifically, we'll delve into the psychological triggers that influence consumer behavior, aka things that make people buy. We'll talk a little bit about the science of branding and the art of persuasive storytelling. Plus, I'll share actionable strategies to leverage these insights for better engagement. Personally, I feel so lucky to have stumbled upon what I'm sharing with you in this very episode in the early stages of my business. And this knowledge has helped me scale and grow. A lot of what I'm going to cover today is what I guide my clients with and what I mentor them on, both in my mastermind and when I work with them one-to-one. And as I say, this is what's helped me scale and grow. So stay tuned for an episode chock full of cool insights. But first, if our episodes have enlightened your entrepreneurial journey, could you do me a tiny favor and hit that subscribe button? Shower us with an incredible 5-star rating if you think we deserve it, and leave us a thoughtful review. Your support helps us bring more value-packed episodes your way. All right, let's dive into the fascinating intersection of marketing and psychology. You ready? The world of marketing isn't just about flashy ads and catchy slogans. At its core, it's about understanding human behavior. Think back to a time when a particular ad or a campaign spoke to you so personally that it felt like it was made just for you. That's psychology in action. I think a really typical company that everybody knows is Apple. And if you take Apple, for example, their marketing is not just about selling the devices that they produce. It's about an experience, a lifestyle, and an identity. They've really understood the principle of belongingness and the aspirational desire of the people who buy their products. This is deep-rooted psychology. If you're a personal brand and you're showing up to sell your services, people are buying you. They're trusting in you in the same way they trust in buying that Apple product. That sense of belongingness crops up there because they're looking to vibe with you. They're looking for a synergy with you. And they're looking for what working with you means to them. And it might be working with a particular person says something about them. I hope that makes sense. Now, when we talk about the benefits of leveraging psychology in marketing, it goes way beyond just making sales. It's about creating genuine connections and building brand loyalty, and even sculpting brand ambassadors out of your everyday clients. And yes, you guessed it right. Psychology can significantly help in honing both your leadership skills and instilling confidence and navigating the unpredictability of entrepreneurship, as well as your market industry or sector. But of course, while understanding the psychology behind marketing is crucial, the implementation is equally important. So if you're contemplating working with a marketing expert or mentor, before you go out looking for one, think about your brand's values. What is your purpose, your vision, your mission? Basically, what are your brand's goals? And who are your target audience? And decide if you want someone who knows the industry inside or out, or someone who is untainted by your industry. And here's something interesting about this. When I was building out my offers, I did market research. And nearly everyone I spoke with said they were going to hire someone to help them with their brand and marketing, that they wanted that person to be someone who had industry knowledge and experience. But one of my longest, most successful, and most valuable clients actually said the opposite. He tells me regularly, he says, Deirdre, I love working with you. And one of the reasons that I actually chose to work with you is because he knew very little about what I did, which I think was actually better. Like, I'm literally quoting him verbatim here. He says that from his perspective, it was great to find someone who was way more open to his way of thinking and challenging that, rather than doing what has always been done in the industry. And one of his goals was to do things differently to everyone else in his industry. So when he was finding help, he was specifically looking to find someone who was different and who would think differently. So there's food for thought for you. But in today's hyper competitive market, brands that resonate on a psychological level enjoy better engagement, loyalty, and growth. And some of the brilliant minds behind some of the world's biggest brands are people like marketing guru, and these are all authors as well, by the way, Seth Godin, the godfather of branding, that's what I call him anyway, Marty Neumeier. And for one inspirational person for me, who I follow online and love the topics and content they produce to do with marketing psychology and consumer behavior, is Jen Clinahan. Each of these folks has written several books on these topics. I've read them all, probably more than once. So let's talk neuromarketing for a minute. Seth Godin emphasizes how effective marketing is all about telling compelling stories. Our brains are hardwired to resonate with stories, and neuromarketing helps us understand why certain stories grip us more than others. Neuromarketing is the form of marketing that I use when I'm writing my social media posts or when I write websites for clients. It's about entering into the client's story and telling it from their perspective rather than your own. And why this works is because, or the psychology behind it, is that when you tell the story in that way, people don't give two hoots about your story. They just want to know what's in it for them. And so much money gets wasted on websites and social media with crap marketing, really crap marketing. And it's crap because it talks about you. It talks about you instead of your customers. And so many people get put off marketing because they hate talking about themselves and they hate being in the spotlight. Oh my gosh, I really resonate with that because that's exactly how I felt when I started my business. But that's the thing. When you start telling stories from your client's perspective, it's so much easier. And when you do it in that way, where you really step into their shoes and you know them better than they know themselves or as well as they know themselves, that's neuromarketing. So tune into episode 29 on the Master Your Business show. It's called The 7 Wonders of Story Brand. And that episode will teach you more about how you can do this. I can't emphasize enough that stories are a powerful way to connect with people on an emotional level. Also, which is something we tend to leave out when we're talking in business. And that's kind of scary, I think, right? But when we do connect with people on an emotional level, that can lead to increased engagement and loyalty as well. Who doesn't want that? Okay, another form of psychology and marketing that Seth Godin often talks about is the paradox of choice. He says that more options often lead to the anxiety of making the wrong choice. And my experience has shown that when you give people too many options, they get paralyzed by choice. They go into analysis paralysis. Again, another form of psychology. So, when offering your services, streamline and make choices clearer for your clients. Guide their journey, make a recommendation as to which one is best. And, like, here's an example of where you see this working. It's where you see most popular written on a particular website where there's maybe multiple offers available. Most popular, people will go with the most popular one. So, advice I was given in this regard that helped my business accelerate, and this is advice that I now give, is to keep it simple. Keep it simple. If you're an entrepreneur and you're a service provider, you work for yourself, if you're just a one person show right now, stick to one core offer. Just one. It keeps it easy for you, it keeps it easy for your clients. If you're bigger than a one man show, keep it simple still. Kiss it. You don't need to have 25 different offers because people will go into analysis paralysis. They'll go somewhere else where there's just one, two, or three offers, or else they'll be always worried they've made the wrong decision by choosing one of your offers if there's too many. So stick to a core offering, and that's all you need. That's all you need to be successful. Martin Neumeyer, in his book Zag, great read. If you haven't read it, check it out on Amazon. He discusses the concept of price anchoring, but with a twist. It's not just about the price, but the value perception. So what he suggests is that you start with your premium offer. This can be in your sales copy on your website. It can also be in sales conversations when you're discussing your offers with a client. Start with the premium offer and then highlight the immense value your standard offer delivers. And make sure when you're doing that, that they can really perceive the worth and value that they get. And everything you mention after you pitch that high priced offer will seem like it's cheaper, like so much cheaper, and great value. Truth. Now, for some of the psychology elements to help you crack marketing and convert like a pro, take note, these are in the show notes. You don't need your pen and paper out. You can copy and paste them later. First is reciprocity. So, taking a page quite literally from Jen Clinahan's book, when you provide immense value up front, clients naturally want to engage more. So, for example, if you were to give somebody a valuable ebook or, like a workbook or template, an online sort of thing, or even to offer them a webinar, once they see your expertise, they're probably going to want more from you. Social proof is another one that Godin regularly emphasizes in terms of the power of tribes. So, for example, sharing real stories and testimonials. They really actually make potential clients feel like they're joining a tribe then when they choose you, because they feel like they're going to be like that person as well. Scarcity. Neumeyer mentions that scarcity isn't just limited offers, but unique value propositions. So he has this thing called the only statement. And again, this is something I really encourage you to do, actually, if you've never done it before. What is it that only you offer? Only you, nobody else. So, for example, you could offer a one-of-a-kind service package emphasizing its uniqueness. So for me, I'm the only person who offers a BMC method. I also call it my making money method, right? My MMM. It's my making money method. And the idea behind this making money method is that I'm the only person who incorporates the frameworks that I have to help you make that money. So it is about defining your brand. It is about using neuromarketing to tell your story. And then it's about consistently getting visible. And then coming back to refine all of that to make your customer journey really smooth, seamless, and as automated but personalized as possible. And when you do that, that I'm the only person who does that, is what I'm trying to say. And that's my only thing. That's the only thing. Another one is I'm the only story brand guide in the world who does brand strategy and customer experience. I'm the only story brand guide in Ireland who does brand strategy and customer experience. So I'm quite unique in that way. Now, authority is next, right? You want to be the expert, but still be approachable. You don't want people to seem like they can't ask you a question or that there is such a thing as a stupid question, because really there isn't. Clinahan stresses the importance of authenticity and expertise. So, for example, share a candid behind the scenes look at your work, proving your expertise while being relatable. So, you're still showing that things go wrong from time to time, that every day isn't plain sailing where you are. Talk and share those things, because we all fail forward and learn from our mistakes. People want to know that you're human. So share the human side of your business. Consistency is next, right? Golden suggests that trust is built through consistent interactions. So, for example, be consistent on social media or have a regular newsletter or weekly touch point, ensuring your brand is consistently present in their lives. And actually, another author that I look to is Daniel Priestley. And I read his book Oversubscribed a year and a half ago or so now. And that really resonated with me in terms of this consistency piece as well. And one of the things that he says is to build trust. What people actually look for to build trust is to consume you in bulk. And I know this to be true for people who I've hired to work with me. I'll either follow them for quite some time and consume their content over a period, or else I'll go and consume their content in bulk. So actually things like podcasts like I have here, or like a lot of content on social media, that visibility, those blogs, things where people can go to one platform or place and consume you in bulk, is another really great way to be consistent and build trust and also loyalty. Okay, wrapping up. Let's remember, marketing is as much about understanding human minds as it is about business strategies. This is a key point that many marketers overlook. It's also the key point that brand strategists actually focus on. And that's why I'm always talking about, before you start to do your marketing, you need to focus on your brand. There's no point building a website, not having your brand strategy done first. That's how money gets wasted. And it also prevents you from being able to tell the story of your business in using neuromarketing, because you haven't done the work on your brand strategy first. So when you invest in decoding this consumer psychology, yes, you'll be boosting sales, but you'll also be boosting and building deeper, long-lasting customer connections. So consider this episode as a marketing guide as well as a manual to human-centric business growth. Folks, if today's journey through the mind hacks the pros use offered you insight or inspiration in any shape or form, show us some love. Subscribe, rate, and drop us a review. Your feedback is the fuel for our podcast content engine. Until our next deep dive, keep pushing the boundaries, stay curious, and most of all, keep mastering your business. Bye for now.